Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'm Stephen Box from Vanguard Tactics, and if you're interested in Warhammer 40k, then you are in the right place. And as you probably noticed, I talk with my hands ever so slightly. So yeah, please let me know. Oh, my computer is going crazy right now. So a couple of guys in the chat said we've got a slightly slow connection. Hopefully that won't stay like that, and it will be just maybe temporarily. But who knows? Who knows what the internet's going to do? Perfect. It's working great. Nice. And audio clear. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if the audio is clear. Should have got a drink because I've just filmed an hour-long. It's not even in there. It's in the camera. But an hour-long video for you guys. We are covering some exceptional content. Okay. The topic is, what army should you collect in 40k? So yeah, I've spent all day yesterday creating some incredible graphics for you. Really good graphics that hopefully will tie a lot of this stuff up. I'm really excited to do that. But yeah, there we go. Also today, what have I been up to? Painted some granites. So I did the next stage on the granite build, and currently working out where I'm at. And if I'm going to finish the granites in 24 hours, that's the thing, because we're getting close to the deadline. I gave myself 24 working hours to get this done, because I thought 24 hours, that's like 3 full days on so you spent like 3 Saturdays doing this, you can get it done. I've managed to do it in a couple of weeks. So where I am, the colors that I'm using, yes, I may write like a doctor. I appreciate that. Slightly scribbled, but hey, there we have it. So I've got down this side, basically the colors that I use in what order. And then what I started to do is note down how long each phase I predict is going to take me. Now, at the moment, I would say the army is tabletop standard. The only thing I need to do is base them. So I'm currently at 14 hours. I've got 10 hours left. But yeah, I would say I could, if I had a tournament tomorrow, I would easily put them on the bases that I've got that I'm going to 10 hours left. And what I've got to do is I've got to put the pink on the, what are they called? Somebody tell me in the chat, what are those pink things with the, I've got like scrolls on. Can't think of the word, but the pink on them, screamer pink. Then what I've got to do is I've got to wash the entire army down with Serpient Sepia. I reckon that'll take me an hour and a half. Purity seals, there we go. So Serpient Sepia, all the gold, all the Xandri dust, all the screaming pink. Then I'm going to go over with gold retributor in a cheeky little dry brush over, like, just to touch up the copper bits. Then I'm going to put a bit of pink on the purity seals. Thanks, guys. Then I'm going to put a bit of silver storm host just to bring out some key edges and any like little mistakes I've made. I'm going to do that. A bit of Eshin grey on the black storm bolters. Okay, just to bring out the black. Then I've got to do some like white squad marking. So I'm going to use like a Celestra grey, Ulthua grey, White Scars grey. That's going to take me an hour and a half to do everyone. Then any bones, may or may not do this, but Xandri dust, a Shabty bone, screaming skull. Quick, maybe dry brushes on them. They shouldn't take too long, but we'll see. I've allocated an hour and a half. I don't think it will take that long, but there we have it. And then to finish off with basing, I've got to build the bases, and then I've got to stick them. I've got to cut them off their current ones, stick them to the new ones, black around the rims. Then we have a fully painted Grey Knight army of 2,000 points that'll be ready for the channel. And all noted down in case I ever get any more, I know my method, and that's really key, so that you keep them looking the same. But as I said, at the moment, they've got a really nice silver contrast on. Then, oh, do you know that I've also harnessed the sun right there? Look at it, just the sun, just there. So if you're looking for it outside, guys, in England, I'm sorry, because it's currently at the back of my office. Anyway, so yeah, what was I saying? They are ready. The Xandri dust, gold's done. Here we go. I'll show you. This is a bare minimum. Okay, this is where I'm at the moment. So yeah, I've got Xandri Dust done, black in the armor, so 14 hours, and the whole army is at a minimum this standard. So again, I think you could put them on the tabletop and they would be done. Obviously, the eyes aren't done. Whether I do the eyes in the 24-hour period, I don't know. So that's what we're looking like for the army so far. At 14 hours, then I've obviously just got to base them, but basing shouldn't take too long. Yeah. Just to show you guys where we're at with some of the others. This is the base that everyone will be stood on, and this is a finished model that they all will look like at the end of 24 hours. So you can see just a bit of edge highlighting there. He looks pretty badass. Got a bit of Eshin Grey on the Storm Bolter. Yeah, gold's popping a little bit more. The Purity seals look a bit cooler. Some really nice bases. I might even do a bit of weathering to that. So there we have it. Look, that's what they all look like within 24 hours. And guys, I'm no exceptional painter, but I'm just methodical. Like the way I play, I'm not a great player. I've just, been dedicated. I've taught myself what to do. And, I've learned, critically analyzed, wrote stuff down, kept notes. And yeah, and that's basically why I built the mentorship program, was because I had a problem that I wanted to fix. So I thought, well, if I've had this problem, I'm sure other people have. And my mentorship is kind of like the solution to that problem, so to speak, for people that want to learn more about the game, have a really nice community around them, and ultimately accelerate their learning so they're not just average. I think most people that play the game, and I used to be, which is average. I was all right. I'd win some, lose some, but I wouldn't know why I was winning. I wouldn't know why I was losing. So it's kind of like sit in that middle ground. But, I found that the people on my course, and I don't want to be, average. So yeah, put the course together to help people understand what they need to do to not be average. So yeah, there we go. In a nutshell. But yeah, there we go. Look, so there's the looking pretty fine and dandy, I would say. Look at them. They actually look all right. Pretty pleased with them. And then blades. I mean, I've done a bit of a highlight. In the highlighting technique, I'm going to show you how I did that super quickly. But yeah, there we have it. So once I've done that, I'll probably go back to the sisters, I think. But I hit a wall with them. I'm not going to lie. I hit a wall and struggled to bounce back. Yeah. I need to take another look at them. Yeah, double Paladin bomb is what I'm running, or maybe one Paladin bomb with then Terminators for troops, but we'll see. Cool. So no, I'm certainly proud. I'm really happy with it. Simple technique, yeah. But this new video that's coming out, guys, you got one which is going to be. In fact, I'll tell you what is on my project list so far. Here we go. So we've got videos coming up soon when I edit them. And this morning I spent 2 hours organizing all the content because it was all on my phone or the camera. I needed to get it in here in folders. So we've got behind the scenes of foreground miniatures. That's where the new studio is kept. Some of the amazing terrain, some of the design that goes into there. So really good insight into, I think, some key stuff. I think you guys will be excited about that. We've then got a battle report, Blood Angels versus Dark Eldar. That's going to be a good one. Although I think I may have lost a piece of content that I need to refilm. That's annoying, which has been a bit of a hold up. We've then got how to build Grey Knights. So how to speed build Grey Knights. We've got how to speed paint Grey Knights, which is obviously the one I'm currently working on. You should see the list of media files. Mental. This is just on my phone. We haven't even took the stuff off this yet. We've then got the new Vanguard Tactics intro that I've put together. We're doing a very special project, like I said, with Foreground, because we're now making personal protective equipment. And tomorrow I'm going to Foreground because I think ambulance rescue or the need to be slightly better weather because I need to go out and do some more filming. We've then got behind the scenes of the studio, the Vanguard Tactics, and it's going to be called Vanguard Studio. So the behind the scenes of how we built and painted the Vanguard studio. That's another video. Got some cool testimonials that I've got in really cool case studies of people that, you know, maybe you're sharing some same pains with in your 40K hobby, and how they've used the mentorship program to, you know, do really, really well at events. So for example, Matt Chin, who's often in this chat, has done exceptionally well using the mentorship course, went to his first event, came fourth, went to his next event, which was a GT, Warhammer World GT, came second. So little testimonial from him as well. Then I've got the Witch Army you should collect with all these stunning graphics that will be, you know, popping in, diagrams, really nice visuals. And also there'll be ways to get that content as well for yourself to look over as a reference. I actually need to film that and put that in so people can, I can tell people to download it, because I think that's going to be key. Also, because we've hit 10,000 subscribers, and I, as a little thank you, and I want to help people get started with an army. So what's going to happen is at the end of that video, the Which Army You Should Collect, I'm going to give you guys a challenge. If you do the challenge, you could be in a chance for winning a new Get Started box. So just something to help you guys that are thinking about starting a new army, just get it kick-started. And then finally, well, that's it actually. That's all the content I've got planned. Oh, and the new podcast, but that happens every week anyway, as you guys well know. New releases. So today we had some new releases from Games Workshop. One of them was this huge giant that can be built in 3 different ways. I don't play AOS, but what a cool model that is. That's really, really cool. I don't think I'll buy one, but certainly I could admire him as a sort of hobbyist. Very cool model, and certainly groundbreaking in terms of bottling things. Again, I don't play Blood Bowl. I did play it years ago, and I thought it was quite good. But anyway, yeah, I wouldn't mind having a little bash at Blood Bowl again. Actually, yeah, could be quite a good little game. Then, what was after that? Blackstone Fortress, some drone guardian thing. Looked pretty cool. Looked pretty big. So again, I don't know how it will fit into 40K, but the Blackstone Fortress I've heard very, very good things about from people that have done it. Some very good things in terms of the game mechanics. So that's all great. Yeah, I know one of the game designers as well. Really fantastic guy. Very passionate about the hobby. So no doubt. I've never played that game, but I'm sure it's exceptional for those who have. I know Mark really enjoys it. So if you kind of like that dungeon crawler D&D style, but in a 40K Millennium, then probably a great game to get your teeth stuck into. So it's nice to see that they've continued that story and expansion. Then what else was there? Yeah. The new Necron Boy. What a beast. That is a quality model. So Pariah is going to be the new Pariah, some sort of P word, is going to be the new Psychic Awakening for those guys. I think, did they say 9? Can't remember. Anyway, that's going to include Necrons. And I don't know what else, though. So, yeah, I don't know what else needs it. Custodes, maybe? Anyway, so yeah, he looks really cool. And then a new Inquisitor model that you can get your hands on. That looks amazing. We posted it on the Instagram. I'm pointing my phone right now. You don't have no idea what I'm pointing out, but my phone. Posted it on that. Really cool model. Like an anti-Xenos Inquisitor. That's really cool. We obviously had those ones from last week, which was the gun. So I'll get her. She could be my Ebon Canoness. That'd be really sweet. So I'll get her. She looks really wicked. With a gun. Then, oh yeah, the old Terminator Libby. I was like, you know, Librarian is all right. So you can order him now as well. I always think a Librarian's best in a jump pack, though. You know, just better movement, get him to where you want to be. Yeah, so I think jump pack Libby is what we want. Yeah. But there we have it. I think that was about it. I wanted some new like animation stuff, but anyway, cool. So what were your thoughts? Oh yeah, actually, that's not a bad point. New Terminator Libby for Grey Knights. That's not a bad shout, actually. I'm using this guy. So this is going to be my Librarian. So I know technically it's Primaris armor, but because of the size of him, you can't really see the difference. I was quite happy with how this cloak came out, by the way. Got some really nice blends on there for like the sort of dark to light in terms of that. Bit of a sort of fade on the sword with a contrast paint. So yeah, this is going to be either my brother captain or my Terminator librarian. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to use. He said he's got one at home that he hasn't used, so we're going to use that as the Grey Knight chaplain. Yeah. So guys, yeah, let me know your questions. What do you think of the reviews? What are you excited about? Let me know. Someone said here, thank you for your daily cast. Not a problem. Been loving, and you're one of my favorites. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I'm coming in from Mexico, so thank you again. Well, I've never been to Mexico, but if I ever do, I'll let you know. Yeah, get a game in. But no, it's great. Do you know what's amazing and extremely humbling is that I'm sat here in a small little town in Wiltshire near Stonehenge, just so you've got some reference points. And it's amazing that I can sit here and chat to people in Mexico. How cool is that? That is incredible. And we're talking about our favorite game, favorite hobby, and we're just sitting and chatting, having a great time. So yeah, how cool is that? Sometimes, yeah, never take technology and I think where we're at for granted. And never take 40k for granted because it may not always be there, you know, who knows? Habeas Baal's coming out soon as well, and one of the new Psychic Awakening with the Death Guard. Custodes out, Sisters of Silence coming out. I'm hoping they put them together, so I'm really hoping that Sisters of Silence can be a troop for Custodes. I think they need to just merge them two together. That'll be good. Do you think that Black Templars can be competitive in the current meta? Absolutely. I think Black Templars are, can be very, very good in the right hands. And, most armies can be, really can, yeah. So what else have we got here? What other questions? Talons of the Emperor, yeah. I haven't read that book, but the cover looks great. Yeah. I looked in and I thought, yeah, that looks like a good book. Although they say you should never judge a book by its cover, but the cover is good. So, if anything, that's probably why I haven't read it, because I might be then disappointed, because the cover is great. JP Wargaming, how you doing, mate? Good to see you back again. For Salamanders, what litanies would you take? Also, bear in mind, Faith and Fury litanies is 6-inch heroic intervention for Sallies. That's not a bad one. However, I do like just +2 charge is always good. Reroll misses, always good. So you probably want 2 chaplains in a Salamanders list. Yeah. And if you go in heavy aggressors, +1 to wound on the close enemy target, and whatever they shoot at, just go. So probably want 2 chaplains, I think. Yeah. How would you build an aggressive Tau list? Farsight Enclave. I think I did a. If you listen to the competitive 40k podcast where I reviewed me and Jack's the Tau player, I'm not, but if you listen to that, I actually wrote down a very sort of Alpha Strike reactive based Tau list, very aggressive. So go and look. If you look at that podcast, I give you the link to the blog post. And what we do every single week, guys, you may not know this, but every week I spend the time to write the show notes for the podcast. And that is on the website, www.vanguardtactics.com/blog/EP and then the number of the episode. So if it's episode number 7, it'll be EP7. You go to that, show notes are there. There's links to get all kinds of stuff. So, whether it's lists or cheat sheets or downloads, whatever it might be, there's normally something there. Check it out. So that's how I would do an aggressive Tau list, but with Farsight Enclave, because they look good. George said, you said yesterday that 8th is in a good place, but what you would change? For me, it's either negative to hit can be never greater than -2, or deep strike can be done in turn 1 if you go second. I just think that makes it Already going second is a huge bonus. So I think that is too strong for people that go second. So yeah, people that often deep strike actually want the second turn, because you want your opponent to bring in their reserves first, so then you can bring in yours after. So it's a little bit counterintuitive, but also for alpha strike armies, it's too powerful. So I'll be honest, George, I don't agree with you on that one. And also, -2s is very difficult to get to a -3, and the only way to get to -3 is from multiple stacking powers. Now, or resources. So let's take Eldar, for example, right? They can get to -3 from being a late top 12 inches away. Well, that's situational because the enemy has to be over 12 away, or something you can change, get within 12. The next one is obviously, actually, I better put this on charge before this camera dies. The next one is a power. Oh, sorry, a stratagem. But there is a power as well. So yeah, like I said, guys, stratagem 2 CPs, that's pretty costly. So you just bait that out, shoot the next thing. So yeah, they've just wasted 2 CPs. And then also they're a flyer. Well, that's across the board anyway. And now with things like chapter master rerolls, yeah, like the minuses to hit really haven't been a problem, I don't think. In, like, I would say the second half of 8th edition. First half of 8th edition, yeah, it was pretty tough. But now with rerolls and modifiers, we're not seeing that style of army much anymore. And also, Harlequins would never even see play if you couldn't stack on more than -2 to hit. That's the only way they ever stay alive. Yeah. So what else have we got? Royans Robson said, if possessed bomb works, do you think Death Company bomb with a Custodes detachment would work? I know you're a bit diehard on the issue. The Death Company bomb, I'm not really sure what you mean, because the possessed bomb works very, very different to the Death Company bomb. They're very different in terms of how they operate and the amount of resources needed for the Death Company. You may as well spend those resources on more Blood Angels. So I don't really see how that, by plugging in the Death Company, would really help out the Custodes. The Custodes as an army struggle with having enough points in HQs and troops to get enough models down on the table anyway. And the Death Company die turn 1. They just die turn 1. If you go first, they'll die. If you start them on the table, they die. So they need to hit hard. And then all of a sudden, the Custodes army, which doesn't have many models on the table, just lost loads of models turn 1. I think it would be counterproductive. That's my opinion anyway. Feel free to disagree. That A row through Stonehenge is horrendous. Yes, and I play Harlequins, and I always love when you talk about them and the Incarn in my list. Oh yeah, I never even showed you my Incarn yesterday. Let me get him. So this is my Incarn, probably my best painted model, or it was anyway. I mean, the colours aren't particularly bright though, that's the only problem. It's not focusing very well. Let's block out my face. Yeah, colours look a little bit brighter in person, they do here, but I was happy with how the base come out. I was really happy with the sort of spirals. And most of this is actually done with contrast paints, actually. Yeah, most of this is done with contrast. Hardly any brushwork, just mainly contrast paints. So I do have an airbrush, yeah. I've got the Cult of Paint Infinity airbrush, which is exceptional. But yeah, most of this one done with contrast and rattle cans, actually, yeah. Wayne has said, he said it before and he'll say it again, stay pure, yeah? If you're a Blood Angel player, stay pure. Agreed. Yeah. And everyone else, keep your mitts off them, all right? They're mine. They're my Blood Angels. Yep. So, here we go. What else we got here? And also, when Harlequins get their new Psychic Awakening, you can guarantee I'm going to be talking about them or getting them on the table. I need to, spruce them up a bit, make them look, make them look good. The Custodes detachment would be 3 Caladius tanks in a Vixilla with a jet bike captain. It's cooler as well. Just have an army, put them on the table, rock it. That's what I think. Yeah. I lost your Art of War 40k Blood Angel list. Can't find it anymore. Could you please list it, especially the equipment used? Many thanks in advance. So I'm going to put my new Blood Angels list through the emails because I've updated it. So all you need to do, there's in the description below, right? There is a thing to get my Space Wolf list. Now, if you're on that email, then I'm literally going to email out to that email list my new Blood Angel list. Probably do that next week. I'll do that Monday. All right, I'll email out my new Blood Angel list on Monday, so you can have it there. Although I've heard a lot of people running my list, and I'm not getting the credit for it. So guys, come on, all out, bit of love, be like, using Steve Box's list from Vanguard Tactics. That's why I'm dominating with the Blood Angels, because his list, So yeah, just show a bit of love. That's all I want. Are for Sally's, and would you take max units from all with you at MSU? Terminators, I wouldn't. I would take aggressors and assault cents. Yeah, that's what I would do. But if I was to take them, one big unit of 10 Thunderhammer Storm Shields. If I was, but I wouldn't. I'd go aggressors. Yeah. Hello from North Carolina. Nice. Cool. Your live yesterday really helped me because I ordered my first Chaos Knight 2 hours by your went live. That is wicked. Absolutely perfect. If I can inspire people to take up the hobby, then branch out. And that's why my new video, when it comes out, guys, I want you all to share it. As I said yesterday in our deal yesterday, I make these videos every day at 6. All I ask is you share my video. That's it. Because I think it will really be helpful for people that are finding the hobby for the first time, that need that inspiration to take the first step to get in a new army. Yeah, it'll be perfect for them. Said Kato has said, I'm new to the game. I saw your battle report with your Blood Angels. You understand the Blood Angels. What do you think about Mephiston? Well, thank you very much. And I do hopefully understand the Blood Angels quite well by now. What do I think of him? Model is incredible. Beautiful model. That's why I had to convert it to Ashtrath. He's good. He's really good. You just take the Sanguinor or Mephiston in the list. I don't think you take both because I think you need Ashtrath and I think you need Lamates. You definitely need a Priest. So it's really a toss-up between the Sanguinor result. Yeah. Mephiston's slightly more powerful, but I don't need powerful characters because I've got powerful units. I let units do the work, yeah? The heroes are inspirational. They stand at the back. But it's the guys at the front. Yeah, it's the guys on the front line. They're doing the work, yeah? They're putting the hours in. They're grafters. And I'm going to encourage them to do the work. And I'm going to put all my resources into them, okay? Yeah, oh, that's the other video. Oh, I've got 2 more videos to make. Let me put it on here now, actually. It is why Smash Captains are awful. Let me make that video. Let me just make my folder ready for this content. Why Smash Captains are a waste of points. There we go. And the other one is how to work out if your characters are efficient. And then I'll do another video as well at some point, a couple of weeks. Top 3 list writing mistakes. There we go, look. Coming up soon, guys, for the channel. By the way, I made a post, right, in the Blood Angel group, which was why I think taking a Smash Captain in a pure Blood Angel list is, it was like I just attacked them personally, just because I personally think, in my opinion, you're hamstringing yourself if you use a Smash Captain. But yeah. There we go. That's how touchy some people can get about it. Just, if you don't want my advice, you do not have to listen to it. I'm under no illusions that that's fine, you know. So here we go. You airbrush? I do airbrush. Am I X-Forces? No, I am not X-Forces. Although that's not the first time. So, Ronald, why did you think I was X-Forces? I'd really be interested to know. Yeah. How do you feel about Null Zone as a counter to Space Wolfen? I mean, Null Zone's a great psychic power, regardless of who it's against. Yeah, I think it's one of the best psychic powers in the game is Null Zone. As I hope it's during the lockdowns on 9th, I don't think there's going to be a reset. I think 8th edition is too good to reset. But literally any army is competitive right now. Any army, even like I looked today on 40kstats.com, Nids have got like the highest win rate. Tyranids have got the highest win rate. So literally all the armies are blown wide open at the moment. Yeah. We all need shirts saying we did it Stephen Box style for tournaments. Exactly. Yeah. This show is amazing for me, new to 40k and going to do a Grey Knight army. Can't wait for your painting and building video. Thanks again for the show every day. Not a problem. There'll also be a Grey Knights list you can download as well. So you can see my Grey Knight list and check it out. Thanks, Felix. I appreciate that. Assault Sensing a Redeemer and a Storm Raven with an Ironclad. Neither. Storm Ravens, unfortunately, are an eggs in one basket situation. You go second, it's game over for you. So yeah, don't do that. Stick them on the table, move them up the board, use terrain, get good. So here's the difference, right? A good player uses terrain. He uses the environment, okay? When you're, I think, a bit of analogy here, right? A good survivalist will use the environment, he'll use his tools, he'll use his knowledge to survive, okay? The inexperienced person would look for something to, like a car to go in, right? Like a bubble, a shell, they want to be wrapped up in bubble wrap so that nothing can hurt them because they don't have the experience, the knowledge and all that stuff. So here's my challenge to you, JP Wargaming, okay? Get rid of the bubble wrap, okay? And really focus on honing your skills. And again, like when you get to module 2 with the mentorship program, things like understanding terrain use, threat range, movements, all that stuff is going to really allow you to be that better player. Again, I run all my Sisters of Battle Repentia on foot, and they all make combat. Every single game I've played, they make combat, okay? And most people are like, yeah, you need a rhino. No, you don't need a rhino. You just need to use terrain, use threat ranges, all that stuff, move properly, understand movements and tempo of the game, and you won't need transports, okay? So yeah. I can hear all the hearts of generals that run Smash Captains breaking. Yeah, I know. Rowan said, Smash Captains can be great if they're magic boxes on table. I lost a game to Aaron Along playing Hero Hammer, just barely through. Just barely, though. But the Smash Captain, I don't need him because the unit of Sanguinary Guard do way better. The Death Company do it way better. Vanguard Vets do it way better. So, yeah, they can all go in. This all got the infantry keyword. Smash Captains in like another army can be useful, like in a guard army, but not in a pure space or Space Blood Angel list. I don't think you need Smash Captains. I don't even think you need Smash Captains in that many Marine lists. We only did when Assault Scents were everywhere, and a Smash Captain with that can't be overwatched, 4 damage hammer, let's say the Raven Guard one or White Scars one, yeah, very, very useful to go in and pick up a unit of Assault Scents, because you don't have the units to subdue what that does, whereas Blood Angels and Space Wolves have got that in spades. They don't need them. Impulsors can transport Primaris Death Company, right? Could you see a 3-part impulsor list worth? No. Secondly, I don't rely on Deep Strike. I rarely put anything in Deep Strike. I rarely do it. Deep Strike. And if you don't do it, then I will Deep Strike. So I've got the choice. I'm going to play my game the way I want to play it. Okay, and that is key. So yeah. And also, Death Company are great because you can take multiple Thunderhammers per squad and you can jump over units. Intercessors can't. So unfortunately, 6 is not enough to do anything. Yeah. Incursors just do it better if you want to go down that route. With the limits on Death Watch, AP, Combat Doctrines, do you think they're potentially better as allies? Still need to wait for this White Dwarf, really, before I make any big assumptions. Plus, it depends on how the other factions change to being pure or not. If they see more pure benefits, then yeah, it's better just to keep pure armies, I think. Is a Harlequin morale build worth it? No. No. In my opinion, this is another video I need to make, actually. Why morale phase or morale modifiers, in my opinion, are a red herring, okay? I actually think anything that has a bad morale value is a potential threat to me, because the skill in the game, especially with Harlequins, comes down to wrapping and trapping, and all of a sudden you can't wrap things because they're all flying away from morale. Yeah, like that's why I don't take death masks on my Sanguinary Guard, because I don't want my opponent to be at -1. If it was +1 morale to him, I would take it. I would actually pay the points for +1 morale for my opponent rather than -1 morale. So I'm not going to pay the points to hinder myself. Yeah. And it's far too situational as well. The only good time morale is any good is in the shooting phase. Yeah. JP challenge accepted. Only experience I had was playing Warhammer World with minimal terrain. Yeah, so that is a different situation. If there's no terrain, you're on Planet Bowling Ball, then yeah, you want to take all the bubble wrap you can, but still. But then if you don't spend the points on the bubble wrap, you can put more models down. So then it kind of swings and roundabouts, right? Smash Wolflord is a deterrent in a GI list. GI, what's GI? What's GI? Tell me what GI is. GI. I don't know what GI is. But yes, I don't know. I can't tell you. And if you're going to take a Blood Angel, would probably do Smash Captains better than Space Wolves. If you're going to Superman. Right, okay, so I'm going to call that there. Can you see any value in having 2 units of Banshees and a shooting Eldar army to be used to tie up opponents' characters, using the extra -2 attacks power to neutralize killing output on opponent? I mean, I can see the value in having 2 units of Banshees, but not for the reason you think, not for that reason in particular. Okay, I've got no interest in them tackling characters. All they're there to do is harass, score me some board control points, be a bit of a counter punch unit, and tags as much as possible. So to neutralize their shooting capacity. So I'm going to hamstring them in any way possible by wrapping and trapping, tagging units. But yeah, not to worry about. Yeah, it could be guard infantry, but again, Blood Angels do it better because you've got the resources to really add into them, I think. Yeah. Right, okay. Ryan said, I feel like a single null zone for a Blood Angel when versus Space Wolf matchup would carry the day. It would, like, don't get me wrong, but then you at the moment, you're kind of like thinking, you're like this, right? So you see the Space Wolves as a threat, and the Space Wolves do smash Blood Angels, okay? So you're currently blinkered to think, right, what can I do to beat Space Wolves? But then, unfortunately, what you've now done is by putting a regular Space Marine person in, you lose your pure combat doctrines, which now means everything outside of this doesn't help you. So you just have to accept it, that game, your skills are going to be challenged and tested beyond belief, because you are going up against, if you're the scissor, you're going up against the rock, okay? And you need to focus and double down on everything, and every tool you have in your toolbox you need to utilize so that you can beat the Space Wolves. And if you get a draw, you should be happy about it, okay? But yeah, you can't just tailor the list for one thing, because when you do that, you just massively changed your entire army for that one matchup, which you probably won't even face. Yeah. Which one of your Chaos Gods is your favorite? Either Khorne or Slanesh. Yeah, I do love Emperor's Children. They are sweet. Yeah, really like them. And I like Khorne Berserkers too. If they get a new kit, I'm definitely buying them. Wayne has said, where did you get the small tool for measuring combat distance? Well, there's going to be a new one coming out. It's going to be a Vanguard Tactics one, so you have to wait for that, and then I'll let you know. Right, guys, I'm going to call that day. That's 46 minutes. These are meant to be 20 minutes long, and I keep going like this. So anyway, guys, if you like this video, please give it a like. Really appreciate it. I've only got 5 likes so far, so come on, a few more. Always like that. So that is just your way to show your appreciation that you like this video, and it means more people get to see it, which is all I want to happen, okay? And then if you haven't done so already, please subscribe, and there's a little bell icon. If you hit the bell icon, then basically you get notified when I drop a new video, okay? Cool. Right, guys, take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Well, I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And you've got some new videos to look out for, hopefully soon, if I can get my editing game on. So anyway, take care, guys, and I'll see you all soon. I feel like a news reader, you know, just like this. Just like shuffle my books. See you later.